Hey everyone! Today we're going to take what we learned from my chaining tutorial and move on to learning how to single crochet down this foundation chain. Now with any foundation chain you're making, you want an extra chain based on the stitch required for the pattern. For single crochet, you want just one additional chain. So right here, we have 18 stitches on our hook. I'll go ahead and make it 19. Now we're going to single crochet a row of 18. We want to make sure we're not single crocheting in this first stitch. This is a stitch we skip. Instead, we're going to go in the second stitch from the hook, yarn over, pull a loop through, then we have 2 loops on the hook. We'll yarn over again, pull through both loops on the hook. Hooray! We have our single crochet stitch. Alright, let's see it again. So we're going to go through the second chain from the hook. Go through the loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Hooray! Now we're going to do it again in the next stitch. We'll be careful not to do it in the same stitch, unless we're increasing our row, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So we're going to go into the next stitch. We're going to push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops on your hook. Alright, so let's look a little bit closer. Here we are, going in the chain, yarning over, pulling a loop through. We have 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, and pull through the 2 loops. Now as I go into the next stitch, let's talk tension. The tension I have on my yarn isn't too tight. Instead, I'm letting the hook do the work, making sure to keep my loops close to the end of the hook. Close enough so when you finish the stitch, it is even and concise. This back side is often referred to as the wrong side, and this is the right side. Often this term will be used in patterns which can be confusing to some left-handed people. It's simply the side you begin your work on. Alright, let's get through the end of the chain. And there you have it. We've done a single crochet stitch down our foundation chain for our first row. It looks lovely, even, and awesome. Now let's continue to our second row. One of the things that first-time crocheters often struggle with is keeping your rows even. If a project comes out lumpy or zigzag on the sides when it should be even, that means turning the work has gone wrong somewhere. We make sure we have the correct number of stitches, like I said earlier, by chaining once so we may turn the work and continue our single crochet stitch in row 2. Some patterns call for chain and turn or turn and chain. Following pattern instructions is best, but also do what feels and looks right to you. We've already chained our 1, and now instead of going into a chain, we're going to single crochet into the top of the stitch in our previous row. Careful not to go in the chain or the next stitch. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. There we go. Let's go into the next one and take a closer view. Normal single crochet is always going to be through and underneath the top loops of the stitch. So let's do it here. Hook in underneath, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. Oh, kitty cat. There's a kitty. Oh dear. Sir? Excuse me, sir. Sir? Sir, you're not being helpful. Thank you. Aside from the furry interruption, we've reached the last stitch in our row. The little round bit on the end is that extra chain for making the row even. The stitch might be a little difficult to find, so take your time, practice putting in the hook, and it might take you a couple times to get it, just as long as you're making sure it's in the single crochet stitch. You shouldn't have a problem, but take your time. Ta-da! Lastly, since we're doing single crochet, there are a few stitch techniques that we're going to learn now. The first is back loops only, or BLO. These are only worked into the back loops of the stitches. The front loops only, FLO, and these techniques make for some cool stitches that will do different things to your project. Alright, let's get into the next row by chain 1 and turning. Then we're going to single crochet a couple without the help of ashy slashy. Go on, get out of here. Alright, I mentioned before that the tops of stitches sort of look like little hearts. You want to push your hook down through the heart, slide it towards the back of your work, yarn over, pull a loop through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. You're not helping. Alright, we've done one. Now let's do it again. Hook through the heart of the stitch to the back of the work, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and now we see this neat little edge coming out in the stitches. So we'll do a few more. And now you can really see the effect of going into the back loops with this edge. So we'll finish the row with a few regular single crochet stitches. And there you have it. We have some single crochet stitches in the back loops going on for this nice edge, which can sometimes be used to turn corners in projects, sometimes to do larger stitches in the front loops for designs, and so on. Thank you all for watching my tutorial today. There's a cat, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, bye!